strict as fuck. We had a teacher who was so strict, you weren't allowed to kill her in her lessons. She used to stand out the front going, "Don't murder me." Okay, yeah. And you had the whole morning to get through her lesson without mad dog stuff. Don't like that. And some of us figured out what you had to do was murder our teacher when she wasn't looking. Bang! Nice. I was on a train to school, and this bloke turned to me and said, "Hello, 6-year-old, do you want some crack?" Then I said, "What's that?" And he said, "Pleasure, stimulation." "Yeah," I said, "it'll be great." So this man took a bag of pleasure stimulation out of his pocket, and he said, "What do they grow in Holland?" And I said, "Prostitutes." And he said, "No, you fucking fool. Mariana, do you want some?" Then I said, "What's that?" And he said, "Kind of trip pea tulips." "Yeah," I said, "it'll be great." So this man took a bag of trip pea tulips out of his pocket, and he said, "What do they eat in America?" And I said, "Poor people." And he said, "You're right, quite right. But there's another thing, isn't there?" Then I said, "Cheeseburgers and McDonald's and Kentucky Fried Chicken and alcohol poisoning and Burger King and Burger Queen and political correctness and feminism and awful Hollywood remakes and leaders without brains." The man said, "I don't suppose you eat my crack." Then I said, "Who do 6-year-olds murder in London?" And he said, "Goldfish." Then I said, "No, you fucking fool. Drug dealers." And I took this gun out of my school bag. Bang! There was a great big hole in his forehead, and there was blood on the train window. It was then I noticed the woman opposite. She was watching me. So I said, "Look out the window. There's a brain." Bang! That's a shame, she was really fuckable. And I ran and jumped into the next coupe. Everyone looked round. I shouted out, "Watch out, everybody. There's a really dangerous 6-year-old boy on this train." So they said, yeah, I bet you can't. So I said, "Okay." Bang, 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 bang. Everyone on my train was killed. I was delighted. My gun was delighted. My books were delighted. And the drug dealer was still squirting blood. Once I went to the fridge. What's in it? My teacher, Miss Not Goodall, cut into hundreds of pieces. Hundreds and hundreds of them. So I said, "I'll have little bits of her skull today." So then I'll sit down to eat. So I only put a little bit of skull on my fork and I blow till it's hot, just hot. Then into the mouth. Nice. And then suddenly I hear a funny voice going, "Hello!" And it's the skull 2-year-old. We're looking at each other and he said, "I want something to eat." Then I said, "No, go away. How come you're here?" And he said, "The front door." And then he started laughing again. I think I'll make him fuck off. I put my fucking fist into his face, slam, out the window. Wonderful. Then I said, "I want more food." So then I went to the fridge. There's Dave. So I said, "I'll have his raisin balls." So then I tipped the raisins out of the raisins jar. But then there were dollops of peanuts hiding in the corner of the raisins jar. I wonder who put that there. I'll have to give them to the neighbour. So then I went in my garden, climbed into my neighbour's garden. There he is, sitting there. So I said, "Hello!" And he said, "What the fuck? I don't have to put up with you behaving like this." He had rant and rave. "Will you go to hell?" Then I said, "Probably. Do you want something to eat?" And he said, "What?" Then I said, "I've made something rather nice." And he said, "If you promise to piss off." So I said, "Okay, don't worry about it." And I gave the dollops of peanuts to my neighbour. And he said, "What is it?" "I've never seen this thing before." Then I said, "Oh yeah, that's special sausages." "Oh yeah, that's special sausages, all right." It was then my neighbour put the special sausages into his mouth. "This isn't sausage, this is..." So I said, "You're right, quite right. That's dollops of Dave's peanuts." And he said, "My mouth is full of ick." And I'm standing there laughing. Hard luck, bitch. And I ran and jumped into my garden. Fantastic. Hard luck, Dave. Always knew you were a bit tiny. If there's one thing I love, it's mad dog stuff. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. CaptainPlums.